Here we're going to do a CarPlay screen upgrade. Now we've got this 2012 Mercedes E350. It's a coupe, nice looking car, but however, being a 2012 car, the actual entertainment system on that is a little bit dated. So you do not have Apple CarPlay, you do not have Android Auto, the mapping on it is really old. Apparently the latest map that they could get for this, for the sat-nav, is 2016. So, but they don't do anything beyond that. And 10 years old mapping, it's sort of like the roads have changed so many times. So basically having a system like this, which is the ZZ2 DizPlay, which is going to be replacing the screen and then giving the customer wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. So then you could have Google Maps, Waze, to basically give you the modern mapping that you're going to need. And obviously because it's on your phone and it is because it's Waze and Google Maps, the map is updated on a daily basis. So any changes, you've got the latest mapping, which is what you want. So this is how it is at the moment. So if you have a look, right, so this is what we're going to replace it with. So that's the actual screen. It's a 10.25 inch touch screen, so it's going to be quite nice. And as you can see, it's a lot bigger than what's in there at the moment. With this, it comes with the actual fitting kit. So this is one of the fascia kits that's going to go in there. So that's going to, as you can see, it's all shaped exactly how that is in there. So you're not going to see any holes, and then the screen's actually going to go and clip onto this. So it's going to be a nice finish once it's all done, and it's going to look like it's meant to be. Also, we are going to be doing a reverse camera, and the nice thing about this kit, you can actually add a reverse camera to it, so you don't need an additional module, which is going to be additional cost if that was the case. So by doing it this way, it does actually reduce the cost of having a reverse camera if you haven't actually got a reverse camera at the moment. So so that's going to be quite a nice touch, you know, with this installation. Show you once it's all done. Right, it's all fitted. As you can see, it's on the dash. It's a nice big screen. It doesn't look silly, it doesn't look really out of place, to be honest with you. It's got the actual proper fitment around the back of that, so it's tidied that up. So where that would have been the hole where you've taken the old screen out, it's nice and tidy. Pretty much meant to be. So like if you look at the newer modern Mercedes, they do have a screen that sticks up on the top of the dash like that, so it looks very similar to that. So it's quite nice actually. So let's turn it on so you can see it powering up. This kit, the ZZ2, is basically a Linux based system, so it's not one of these Chinese Android systems, so it's a lot more stable, it's quicker, it's quite responsive. And as you can see, I've just turned it on, it's gone straight into CarPlay. It hasn't taken that long at all to boot up and go into CarPlay. Very responsive, very quick. So it's touch screen, so I'll turn the volume down. So it has all the functionality as normal CarPlay, as you can see, but you go into any maps and you just got a nice big clear picture of your mapping. So you know what a difference that's going to make. The drive here still works as well, so it does move things around, so you can actually use that if you wanted to, but it has got a touch screen, so you know you could use a screen in that respect. Now if you wanted to go back into the Mercedes system, so if you want to play the radio or what have you, all you have to do is push a button and then it flicks back to the Mercedes system. So what it does, as you can see, the screen's actually cut out a little bit, and that's purely because that's the size of the original screen. So then you have this nice little Mercedes logo on the right hand side of it. Now you can expand it out, it just looks a bit odd when you do that because it just pulls it, and it doesn't look great. So you're probably better off doing it this sort of way, but you can do it just on the settings on the unit if you did want to do that. So all the functionality of the original Mercedes still works. So you know, whatever I want to do, go into you know, sort of radio or anything to do with the Mercedes system, I could just go into it as if this unit has not been fitted. And it's only when you want to go into CarPlay, then you just push and hold one button, and then it just flicks it back into CarPlay, and then you've got all the functionality of CarPlay. So it's really seamless, and it's responsive. It's pretty quick. And as I mentioned earlier on, that we actually did a reverse camera to this. So basically put it into reverse, and there you have a reverse picture, and then a picture of parking sensors. So that's quite a nice added thing that you could add to it if you didn't have reverse camera already. So, so you know, it's a nice feature. So that's the CarPlay Screen Upgrade, and it's been installed on this 2012 Mercedes E-Class Coupe.